Say it, you gotta be. Hello. Greetings, my Facebook family and friends. I am your community registered nurse. My name, Randolph Young. Well, many moons ago, I graduated from Oakwood College, now Oakwood University. And while there, I was under the tutelage of Dr. Davis, legendary leader, turned the program around. We did great things at Oakwood. And after a while, I moved on to the City University of New York. And I met another great enthusiastic nursing leader. And she went by the name of Professor Georges, and gave me a lot of good advice along the way. I'm a practicing registered nurse for 25 plus years, practicing in behavioral health, also geriatric and forensic, geriatric, and also pediatric healthcare services. God has been good to me. I've been practiced primarily in the New York City and the Westchester County of New York State area. Have a special acknowledgement. 2020 has been a rough year for a lot of us. A lot of us have dealt with tremendous loss. We lost a king recently. Went to a HBCU like myself. He attended Howard University in Washington, D.C. I speak of none other than Chadwick Boseman. This gentleman basically inspired Black excellence. We salute him, and I can't, think of some special people that we lost to cancer this year, along with the COVID-19. So let's have a moment of silence for our fallen soldiers. Thank you. Now, I will basically be going over colon cancer prevention. And if you are within the United States, please leave your area code in the comment area or any questions you might have. If you are outside of the United States, leave an abbreviation of your country as well as your country flag. Colon cancer prevention. Now, colon cancer prevention can be a hereditary thing. It could be in your DNA, and there's nothing you can do about it. But some people, or most people, by lifestyle modification or some lifestyle tweaks, we can avoid this horrible problem. I have an Exhibit A to show you, which is your digestive system uncovered. Okay, as you see, it is your abdomen, and in the upper area is your stomach. So in your upper abdomen is your stomach. Okay, going down from your stomach is your duodenum, which is this area right here, small intestine. After your duodenum is your jejunum, which is going further down. Following your jejunum is your ileum, which is this small intestine here. Now, these projectile or microscopic projectiles are called intestinal villi, and I will get to them after I get into the whole digestive system. Following the small intestines is the appendix, which is the stringy portion right here. This is what some people rupture and they end up having to, have a procedure. Usually it's over some bad food. Up above the appendix is the cecum, which is basically a holding area as well. Now we're going into the large intestine, which is the ascending colon. The ascending colon is here. Across the abdomen is your transverse colon. Now going down to the exit would be considered your sigmoid. Now the intestinal villi here line your small intestines. You have your arteries and your veins, and also your lymph ducts. Now, their purpose is lining the small intestines, and the nutrients are absorbed here, and they're absorbed from the foods that you eat, and basically are taken to your bloodstream and to your lymph node system. So basically, this is how you get your nutrients, because without it, your body would reject food without this system here, and your immune system would attack. Reduce or eliminate meat intake. That's your pork, your veal, your lamb. These promote colon cancer. Red meat and white meat. When I say white meat, I mean the chicken and the turkey. And they promote colon cancer. All these meats promote colon cancer. And this is due not only to their lack of fiber needed by the colon, but also to the carcinogenic substances formed at high temperatures with cooking or grilling. Reduce or eliminate alcohol intake. Alcohol known to promote colon cancer in people who consume few folates or folic acid. In this vitamin is found primarily in leafy vegetables, seeds, and legumes. So leafy vegetables are a good source or good sources of anti-cancer folates. Reduce fat intake. Direct link between the total amount of fat in the diet, especially animal fat, and the risk of colon cancer. Trans fatty acids, which are formed by industrial hydrogenation of vegetable oils to obtain solid or by frying foods, promote colon cancer. Certain margarines, sauces, and pastries are the many sources of trans fatty acids. A study by the University of North Carolina has shown that trans fatty acids promote the development of adenomatous polyps in the colon, which are considered precancerous lesions. Increase your fiber intake. Fiber intake protects against colon cancer. Fiber retains water and increases the size of stool, speeding up elimination. This reduces the time that colon mucosa remain in contact with carcinogenic substances that may be in stool. Avoid obesity. Overweight people have an excess of blood insulin, a hormone that promotes cell growth in the mucosal cells of the colon. Exercise more. Exercise has been shown to have a protective effect against colon cancer, possibly because exercise decreases blood insulin levels. Travel time through the digestive tract. Little water is extracted if stool travels through the large intestine quickly, resulting in diarrhea. If it travels very slowly, a great deal of water is extracted from it, resulting in the dry stool that is typical to constipation. The stool traveling slowly through the large intestine or colon allows prolonged contact between stool and the intestinal mucosa. The consequences of this slow travel are internal self-intoxication due to the absorption of toxic substances formed in stool as a result of decay. Self-intoxication causes predisposition to headaches as well as chronic and degenerative diseases. High risk of colon cancer. If there are carcinogenic substances in stool from meat and meat products, its prolonged contact with intestinal mucosa promotes degeneration into cancer. Predisposition to formation of diverticuli in the colon, hemorrhoids, and anal fissures, all due to high or increased pressure inside the bowels from dry, hard stools. How to measure digestive travel time. Number 1, take about 5 grams of vegetable charcoal, about 2 teaspoons of vegetable charcoal, or about 20 vegetable charcoal capsules with a few sips of water. Number 2, note the time and date of consumption. And number 3, immediately start keeping an eye on stool. And number 4, when stool starts looking black, it is a sign that the charcoal has completely passed through the bowels. Count the number of hours between taking the marker charcoal and the first appearance of black stool. Number 5, if stool does not appear black, repeat the test with a larger amount of charcoal. Travel time from mouth to anus. Now, food should be in your mouth for approximately about a minute. I know Ellen White says to chew 28 times, so, you do that and you probably have food in your mouth for a minute and a half. Now, after that, it would go to the esophagus, which would be there for a few seconds. Following the esophagus, food travels to your stomach for about a 4-hour duration. And then to the small intestines, okay? And while it's there for additional 4 hours. And then finally to your large intestines for about 12 to 16 hours. Fast passage will be most likely diarrhea, and slow passage will most likely be constipation. Normal and abnormal travel time parameters. 20 to 24 hours is ideal. Up to 30 hours is acceptable. 48 hours, 2 days equals sluggish bowels. And 72 hours or 3 days or more equals toxic bowels. In closing, you are definitely as healthy as your colon is. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I hope healthy vibranium was gained today from our talk. This will be the first presentation in a series. and I will follow up bi-weekly. Feel free to make your questions known in the comment section, and I will certainly follow up and answer to the best of my ability. I leave you with this Bible text, and it's found in 3rd Epistle of John the Beloved, chapter 1, verse 2, which states, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. May Yahweh bless and keep you until we meet again." Thank you.